What's up, Bears fans? Live Q&A time here on Chicago Bears Now. I am Harrison Graham. You can follow me on Twitter at HGrahamNFL. You can slide in the DMs, and you guys can always get your questions answered there as well. Let's start with the Duke, who sent in a $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Love the show. Appreciate it. Can you do a Where Are They Now episode at some point regarding the Bears draft picks from this year? How they actually do? Should we be hopeful, or is our future doomed? I do think that's a good idea, Duke. I was already thinking this, doing kind of like some kind of look-back video once the season's over, like where things went wrong. I think the rookies one is an idea. When Nagy gets fired, I'm already planning 5 reasons the Matt Nagy era did not work. So stay tuned for that. We will likely do that video. But I definitely appreciate the question, and we'll try to do as many of these videos as we can. Oh, yeah, Carter Miller. Should we bring back Lovie Smith? He's proven effective in Chicago and is a big culture guy. I don't really want to go backwards, to be honest. The Lovie Smith era was great. He did well here, but I don't want to go back to that. I want to go in a new direction. I respect Lovie Smith. He's doing what he can with the Texans' defense this year. Good for him. Maybe he gets another opportunity down the line, but I'm not that interested at this point. I'm not that interested in Lovie Smith for the Bears head coaching opening. Defensive coordinator maybe, but not for head coach. Badgerware, thoughts on the possibility of Marvin Lewis? Kind of your thoughts. Laughing emoji, right? I don't have interest in Marvin Lewis. Some winning seasons, but overall not that interested. $5 super chat from Julio. Appreciate it. Who will it take? What will it take to bring Bill Cowher out of retirement for head coach? I don't think it's going to happen. A, I don't think he wants to coach. B, why would I want Bill Cowher? He hasn't coached in 15 years. I mean, that's a long time, folks. I'll look it up real quick. Let's see how old Bill Cowher is. Bill Cowher, age, Google, enter. He's only 64. He's not as old as I thought. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I don't think he wants to coach, man. He's enjoying life doing TV. I'm not going to lie. I thought Bill Cowher was like 75. So he retired at like 50. That's pretty impressive. Fernie, Jaire Alexander, if there is a chance. I think he's under contract, right? He's not a free agent next year with the Packers. I can check, but I don't think he is. You're not going to trade for him because he's in the division. The Packers aren't going to let him go. He is not a free agent. He's got one more year on his deal. So maybe in 2023, but not this offseason. Soul Search, here you go. How are you and other Bears fans going to feel when it's business as usual next season once no one gets fired? If that happens, if they run it back again with Nagy and Pace, it's one thing if you keep Pace and change the coach, but if they actually ran it back with this same regime, I would legit be in shambles. I would be in shambles if they ran it back. I don't think there's any chance Matt Nagy returns. If it happens, I'm going to be freaking floored. I'll tell you that right now. Super chat from ESON28 squared. How much would you pay in to bring in Ozzie Newsome as GM and Sean Payton as coach? A lot. Newsome retired. I don't know if he wants to get back in the game, but obviously Sean Payton, I'm in, man. If you can get him, let's do it. That combination right there would be absolutely electric. Tricky Trips, it's like Trizzy Trace. Do you think that Kyle Shanahan could be the head coach next year if they don't make the playoffs? So we kind of explored that earlier in the year, right? When the Niners started 3-5, and some Niners fans were like, "Fire Shanahan," which I thought was ridiculous. And obviously they've rallied a little bit here. Probably will make the playoffs, but if they lose their final 2 and don't make the playoffs, I would love Shanahan. I think his system works. I think he would be great with Fields. He'd be great with this running game. I mean, Khalil Herbert and David Montgomery in Kyle Shanahan's system, let's get it. He's made way less talented runners run really well over the years. Johnny's Donuts, that sounds good. Should the Bears start Nick Foles the final 2 games to boost his trade value? So Nick Foles obviously played against the Seahawks and played fairly well. Looked like a guy that can at least be a quality backup, which I've always said. He's a good backup. I do think Foles is more tradable this offseason because it's the last year of his deal. So maybe you could argue playing him over the final two to boost his trade value is more valuable than playing Fields, although I don't know now that I say that out loud if that actually makes sense. But we'll see. I'll say this. If Fields is hurt, playing Foles over Dalton probably makes sense, if Dalton even is healthy, which I don't think he is. What do you guys think? Will the Bears trade Nick Foles this offseason? Type T for trade, type K for keep. He's got one more year on his deal. You're kind of in a win-win scenario because Dalton he'll be a free agent. He's gone. So Foles can either be the backup for $6 million or whatever, or you can trade him and maybe get, 5th, 6th, 7th round pick for him. We'll see what happens. What do you guys think? Will the Bears trade Nick Foles this offseason? Ron Winarski, Brett Favre is head coach. Next question. The new holistic. The two great head coaches we have been players too. Hallis and Ditka. You're saying they both play. I got you. The third will be Harbaugh. If he wins a chip this year with Michigan, he can leave with dignity and take his dream job for us. Hey, maybe, man. That would be quite a way to go out. He could say, hey, I came to Michigan to win a national title. I did it. I'm off to the Bears. That'd be a pretty swag power move from Jim Harbaugh to leave Michigan if you want a national title. But it's possible. I don't want to dismiss it. Keep this in mind, though, and this is important. The national championship game isn't until December 10th. So I guess that's right after the regular season. So yeah, it's possible the Bears could wait until then. Hell, they're already waiting. They're not using this rule the final 2 weeks because reasons. I don't know. F1 Weiss, Brian Urlacher for GM. You guys are hilarious. Brett Favre. On our other mailbag, we had a Mike Vick question for OC or head coach. Urlacher for GM. Isn't he on like those hair commercials trying to get his hair Rogaine? Like, I don't even know what Urlacher's up to, dude. He hops on podcasts sometimes, but yeah, he has no front office experience. So no, I don't want Brian Urlacher. Montsa, and I certainly appreciate you guys respecting Bears legends, but it's like, Devin Hester, want to coach receivers? No. Who would be a good OC for Justin Fields? How about a top 10 laser replacement? Here's the deal, Montsa. I can't do laser replacements, really. I guess I could, but the reason I can't is I don't know who the head coach is. So if the head coach is the play caller, then it doesn't really make sense. I will tell you this. As soon as they hire a head coach, if it's unclear if he's going to be the play caller, I will do Bill Lazor replacements. I can promise you that right now. But it's kind of hard to do it when you don't know who the head coach is. I guess I could do Bill Lazor replacements if George McCaskey is stupid and keeps Matt Nagy. I don't know. But it's a good question. And, yes, that is on the list of videos that we could do depending on what happens. Sangray Kim, trade Bustin Fields for Sean Payton and bring back Mitch Trubisky. I love Sean Payton, but the only reason I want him is to work with Justin Fields. I don't want Mitch Trubisky with Sean Payton. I want Justin Fields. That's why I have an orange Justin Fields jersey. You can get a navy one, chatsports.com/Fields jersey. Sangray Kim, I really hope I'm right and you're wrong about Fields. I really hope. But that's the beauty of the show. We can agree to disagree. Links in the comments. It's in the description. Chatsports.com/Fields jersey. Pick one up today. Super chat from Fernie. How similar is David Bell to A-Rob? Not that similar. Bell's a lot faster. So, not that similar. Producer Marsh is laughing at something. I don't know what's going on. Are you laughing at me? Someone get that on screen if we can find it. Let's go to the next question, though. James Marchetti. I don't want to say it out loud if we can't get to it. Do you actually trust the Bears to hire a better coach? Gosh, I don't know. I hope so. The only reason I'm somewhat confident is I think coaching candidates will view this job as a really good one with Fields and some of the young talent. And it's freaking Chicago, man. Like, would you rather coach for the Bears or the Jags? Or the Raiders. The Bears, come on. I think this is a great job right now. Come on. Koki, Scottie Pippen for head coach. Yeah, let's get Jordan in here while we're at it. Dennis Rodman, football operations? Who says no? guys. Y'all are funny. That's funny. That's good. I did ask y'all if y'all wanted me to do a Bulls video. It was like 65% yes, so might crank that up. Free Bears videos every day, maybe some Bulls ones. YouTube.com/BearsNow. Let's get to 39,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Love the support. Appreciate the passion. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it going. YouTube.com/BearsNow. Chicago Bears news and rumors every day here on this channel. Coastal Vibes. Tony Dungy GM. This mailbag is just going to be titled Has-Been Candidates for the Chicago Bears. Dungy's, he's old, man. He hasn't coached in 12 years. GM's a different deal, I guess, but does he strike you as a guy that wants to run football operations? No, he ain't doing that. Bob Toller waiting for the bring back Mike Ditka question. Do you think after Quinn's awesome year the Bears are going to trade him? If they're going to trade him, it'll be this offseason. That's what I think. His value will never be higher. He's still young enough where you could get something for him coming off a 17-plus sack season. But I wouldn't trade him for just nothing. I'd have to get at least a second-round pick, I think, to trade Robert Quinn. So we'll see, Bob. Appreciate the logical question there. Who you got? Type NYG for the Giants. Type CHI for the Chicago Bears. It's going to be a thriller, baby. I'll tell you that. Get your votes in, NYG or CHI. The Duke is on fire. Always hitting me with those $10 soups. Appreciate it. Do you buy into the theory that they haven't fired Nagy as because a major shakeup is coming? Does this lend itself to Pace being gone as they need to hire a new GM to do the interviews? I'll give that one Smokin' Jay. I can't completely dismiss it, the Duke, and I have mentioned that, but I still think you could fire Nagy and you could just have McCaskey do these early interviews, right? And then once the season's over, hire a GM, and then you just do another round of interviews. There's no downside to doing that. There's no downside to getting an early idea of some of these candidates. That's the only reason I'm like, I don't get this. It doesn't make sense to me. Sangray Kim, Bustin can't even stay on the field. He's a bust. I mean, hey, you're passionate about it. That's for sure. Trubisky holds a clipboard pretty well. I will say that. Van Siegfried, Herm Edwards from ASU. No. I don't want Herm. He gives good speeches, but that's about it. Danger, Smokin' Jay for head coach. This is the best mailbag ever. 0 Smokin' Jays on that one, but hey, Smokin' Jay, you watching? You're welcome to the show anytime. DC Vipe, should we trade Eddie Jackson this offseason? He's been very disappointing since he got the bag 2 years ago. True. Honestly, I don't think he earned it. He earned it, but he hasn't earned it since he got it, if that makes sense. Like, his level of play before the contract earned him the contract, but he hasn't earned it since he got the contract. So that's disappointing. There's no doubt. Trading him, maybe. Tough contract to move. What are you going to get, a 4th or 5th round pick for him? I don't know. If I had to guess, I bet Eddie Jackson is a Bear next year. But we got you guys covered here on Chicago Bears Now. And follow me on Instagram. We can't answer every question, but we'll answer as many as we can on these shows. But I will answer all of your questions on IG. Give me a follow at HGramNFL, at HGramNFL. A couple more questions coming in, so we're going to have to answer those. But if we don't answer yours, give me a follow on IG at HGramNFL, at HGramNFL. Don't be a fraud. Give me a follow. I absolutely appreciate it. Over on Instagram at HGramNFL. That's a funny one. Ham Dog. Bears just got to keep on sucking SMH unless they really make some changes. Yeah, they got to make changes. You got to get rid of Matt Nagy. You probably got to get rid of Pace. I mean, that's what we've been talking about for months. Get rid of Nagy. Let's get this thing pumping. Sidney Sykes, Harbaugh, 10 years, $100 million. That worked with Gruden, didn't it? Yeah, then those emails came out. We'll see you, John. Would I do it? Oh, gosh. I don't know, man. I like Harbaugh, but am I giving him just the Gruden treatment? He's better than Gruden. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how much money they shelve out for a head coach.